It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Target Center in downtown Minneapolis. Tonight, it'll be the Minnesota Timberwolves taking on the Utah Jazz. The Utah Jazz win the opening jump. Bledsoe to Harden. Rebound comes to Sexton. Blocked away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Mo Bamba, driving right to the basket. Bledsoe buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Gets to the basket, but it's no good.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player a short-arm shot.
Eric Bledsoe, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
It goes down.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Butler. Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal. Fires the 3. And James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Kenneth Faried sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Mo Bamba powers it through. This is already getting out of hand.
Coaching strategy 101. You probably want to utilize a timeout to disrupt the pace of this other team. This game is starting to get out of hand quick and early.
Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Here's Harden with the rock. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Has a look. Bledsoe shot misses. The follow won't go either. Sexton to Butler. Whoa, what a finish. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They look lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Not there for Bledsoe. Defense all over him. Danilo Gallinari pins it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Eric Bledsoe. He's now 4 for 6.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Knocked loose. To Mo Bamba. Knocks it down from mid-range.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Harden. He made his first effort, but not that time. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming. But it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Knocked it away.
Oh! Some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Oh, that That's tough.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Off the assist.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Knocked loose. Utah's got it. Short jumper off the mark. And a throwdown.
Finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
James Harden. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To the basket is Butler, but he can't finish. To Harden. Going to launch beyond the arc with James Harden, muscle memory. Gets it to go.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
And finishes strong.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
It's James Harden once again. Short jumper off the mark. 20-footer at the buzzer. The quarter comes to an end. A nice advantage so far for the Jazz. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Here's Barea. His guys down big. Dwayne Dedmon sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Cruises inside for 2.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Baseline drive. And the Jazz have it. They cleared the rebound. To Seth Curry. Lets it fly from long range. Seth Curry off the mark. Good defense. Here's Barea. Down a bundle. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Another follow. No good. Tough make through traffic.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Burke with it. Looking to make something happen. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Count it. Here's Barea. He'll run the offense. Jazz pick it up.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Alexia Jinsa swats it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
The jumper's off the mark.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. you essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball, and there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Butler matched up with Seth Curry. He gets it.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
To Seth Curry. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
To Seth Curry. From long range. Who needs Steph? Who needs Dell? When you have Seth.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the 3.
They'll go to Butler, down low. Can't connect from in close. Seth Curry to Mo Bamba. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
The drive, right?
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Second effort. And that'll be rebounded by Curry. And counted at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Burke with it. Under a minute to go before halftime. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Kenneth Faried at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 65% free throw shooter. Free throw's good. It's a three-point play. This big first half continues. To Butler. Oh, emphatic slam.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Gets it in the left corner. Driving right to the basket. Nearing impossible. No getting through.
5, Ed. That's 5 blocks tonight.
Swings it to Colin Sexton. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Colin Sexton at the line. First one, counted. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Bledsoe with it up top. His guys should be able to get the final shot. Eric Bledsoe. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Kenneth Faried with the block. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Kenneth Faried. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Butler. Knocked loose. Jazz have it.
Ooh, I think people are leaving already.
Bledsoe to Mo Bamba. Harden. No good. That's great defense. And he buries it.
clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Mo Bamba, to the outside. Bledsoe. And it's Minnesota's rebound. Butler. Great feed. Sets it up. Throws it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Good shot. The assist from number 13, James Harden.
T-Wolves with the basketball. Knocked loose. Jazz pick it up.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
And count the basket inside.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Oh, yeah, that's light work. That's light work.
Baseline drive, but he can't finish. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Domantas Sabonis, able to recover with the block. Not that time.
Oh, yeah, me and you.
Colin Sexton slams it down. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Bullock here against Harden. Cashes in for 2.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
That's no good. To Butler. Off the assist.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
And scores. Strong take.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
And look out.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Bledsoe. Not that time.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Now whistle, as Minnesota's going to take the timeout, as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. Dwayne Dedmon rejects it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
And the slam. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Count the basket inside.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Barea against Harden. Add 2 points to the board.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
To Harden. James Harden. With that, he's 5 for 9.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
You've got to get that one to go. From the outside, no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Harden. That misses with 3 seconds left. Late heave to beat the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Jazz in command of this one. It's Utah basketball as we begin the fourth quarter, and it might be time to empty the bench, Jay. This game appears to be well in hand.
And their starting five has certainly earned the fourth quarter off. They've been terrific this ball game, and this is the type of game where you find a chance to relax. You ice up, you watch your other teammates play, you applaud them, and you get ready for the next game.
It's a big finish.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine, and you call it a day.
To Fareed. Count the basket at the rim.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
He connects, had all the time in the world. Too easy.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
To Harden. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Great defense, forcing the miss.
In the first half, he pretty much made every single shot. It was magical to watch. But now that you have drawn so much attention, try to get your teammates more involved.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Lays it up and in.
Strong finish. That's what you need regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Jazz have the ball. Off the mark. Well contested. Takes stock of the floor. Whoa! Gets to the rim and they'll count the basket. 2 steps or 5 steps. I don't know, Jay. It looked good.
And did you see that in transition? Don't 1-2 ooh-wee on him.
Ooh-wee. Oh, it's good. Now a timeout here for the Timberwolves as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. Bledsoe with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. 4-3. Not there for Bledsoe. Defense all over him. To Butler. Great look and vision. And he hits.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
Butler to bring it up. Down a bundle. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Sexton. Slams it down.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
Bledsoe with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Layup goes down. Well done.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Minnesota at the controls. Knocked loose. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Danilo Gallinari. It'll stay with the T-Wolves. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Into the game for the Timberwolves, number 20.
That's short.
Short jumper stays out. To Fareed. Kenneth Fareed powers it down.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Bledsoe. Beyond the arc for 3. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Seth Curry. Not going down for him this time.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Fareed. For 3. Now that's a contest.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And scores.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Colin Sexton has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. And a nice finish at the rim. Desperation shot here from half court. It's the Jazz who come away with the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That does it.